Hey, Betty.
Hello, Kelly. Another day, another amazing interview.
Another day, another book,
Yeah.
another week, because that's what it's been. Books. It's not one book, it's books.
Never one book.
We
Always
do
two.
have a couple of interesting ones to talk about. But firstly, there was a shark. We did read about a shark.
And we got caught
Rather,
by a shark.
yes, we want to be caught by a shark, or rather, I would say it was a lapdog that actually had a lot of bite to him, but hey, just saying. In
I just,
between.
I just need to say that I never, visually, I never enjoyed a man in speedos, but
That has changed.
yes, it has. And yeah,
Agreed. Miss Lou Langley.
thank you.
Mhm. At the risk of sounding like we always do, we want more.
Yeah, like,
We want more.
can we have more shark and bunny?
Yes, please. Well, that was one of the book was released last week. We
Yes.
were happy to we had pre-ordered it, so it was very quick, right? It was in my Kindle early in the
Well,
morning. Like,
when I saw the email say, yeah, I was actually I was reading another book which was very interesting, and we will be speaking of it in a moment. But I was like, oh my God,
oh, I
Lou,
was
I can't wait. Yeah,
counting down the time to pick it up. But
yeah,
um yes, we want more.
yes.
Say Benny and Kira are welcome anytime. And
Sure.
yes, that was one of the books that came out last week and that we were very happy that we had pre-ordered so we could read it very quickly. Very quickly. Um, we did read other books. I did read the Riven Altar by D.M. Randall. Rock stars. I mean, me and rock stars, it's a thing, but oh my God.
And it's a good combination.
I wouldn't. So it's going to be, there's going to be more books, thankfully. Thankfully. Yes, please, DM Randall. I loved it. We did chat a little bit because I was like, I need more. Where can I get more? I loved it. It's very again. I just love it when I get these bands that are hiding their identity, very sleep token coded, and I'm like,
And like, I must be honest, you are more of this kind of books. But what I like about this kind of books is you kind of see, okay, they are stars, they are rock stars, they are pop stars, they are whatever, but they are also human.
exactly.
And that's the the great part of reading this is like they bleed like a human.
They do,
They
and
suffer like a
oh
human.
my
Yeah,
God, do they bleed and suffer? I mean,
yeah,
great music and great art mostly comes from dark places and pain.
yeah.
So I do love to dive into rock stars because they're usually tortured souls, which is usually I like. Rafe Ashton has my heart and will continue to have my heart for the foreseeable future. It's too good. It's just too good. Without a lot of spoilers, we have a rock band. We have an FMC that met the rock band when they were tiny, and kept up with them, but at a distance because she was, life be lifing. But then they meet in an unexpected setting. She meets the frontman. And let's just say, I mean, we all would love to meet Rafe Ashton. Just saying. And the story is very cool. I loved it. I won't go into details again, people. The book is not out yet. So it was an arc read. But I do
We
love
have a date.
Mm?
Do we have a date for the
April.
release?
April should be coming out. There's a lot of push and pull in this relationship, but of course, this is actually very grounded in the sense that, as you may imagine, right, a rock star has a very specific lifestyle, right? Touring,
Yeah.
recording. So it's not like they have this cool lifestyle where they do whatever the hell they want. They don't, right?
Yeah.
They got a contract they need to meet, they have stuff to put out. And then you have a normal person as an FMC that has her own life, her own commitments, right? So it's not like you can just, "Ah, I'll just let go of everything and go."
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I like is the bringing down to this reality and what it means for this potential relationship, right? Because it's not, if it
Yeah.
was a Hallmark movie, everything would be amazing, but it's
Everyone
not,
wouldn't like
right?
it. I wouldn't read it.
I would be like, okay. Um, it's reality in the sense that they're people, they have their own lives, their own goals to achieve, their own contracts to be met, and how do you fit in
Yeah.
such different lives into one relationship, right? It's not easy. It comes with perils and with things. And I loved it, and I want more. And I'm already because we got a sneak peek at the second book, first couple of chapters, and I'm like, I want, I want more.
Of course you
DM
do.
Random Sign, can we please be on the arc for the second book? Thank you. Um, I did finish. I did finish Rockstar related, right? We keep on the Rockstars because that's my jam. The Bleeding Ghosts. We talked about it last week because I was starting to read. I have finished since. Man, that book was heavy. Stephanie took us on a heavy turn, as I mentioned last episode. I finished it. I Stephanie knows this by now, and everyone knows that I want all her books. To be honest, it's such a gritty story, the second book. It's so beautiful, so raw, so painful. I loved it. The second one's about the drummer, by the way, Connor. But there's a lot of things to it, and it's very, very cool. So I finished that one. And then in this coming out of this rock star era of mine, I did go into a different rhythm with His Good Girl by Laura Hartwell. Hi, Laura. Where we're talking about a different kind of relationship, also with its perils. There's a very big age gap, and the MMC is the father of the best friend. And that's all I'll say.
It's that one is also an arc, or is it
Also
already
an arc,
released?
also an
Okay.
arc, not yet available. Um, Man, the spice be spicin', baby. The spice be spicin'. The story is pretty cool. Because again, it grounds us into that reality of it's not going to be easy, right? A lot of
Yeah.
hurdles. But it's yeah, yeah, you want to check it out. You definitely do. And I know you also had a couple of interesting reads.
Yes. Yes, I did.
Okay.
So I finished the arc book from J.D. Ray, Bleeding
Mhm.
Heart.
Ooh.
Um, is dark romance. It's a story. The story again, like this is the second book. I already said this on the last episode. This is the second book, but they are standalones. I didn't read the first one. I might, but because now I'm curious.
Mhm.
But I did like you don't have to. You easily understand the history, and JD gives us the 6 years before and the current and the recent days. So and it is the villains, the secret agents,
Ooh.
yeah,
Thriller in the middle.
the amnesian, like I think I know you, but I don't know from where,
Okay.
and then they realizing like from where,
Mhm.
and the candle and miscommunications.
Okay.
um and but one of we don't like miscommunication trope, but this
Yeah.
one is
It's one of
this
those ones,
one
no, we don't.
yeah, we don't, but this one
Okay. Okay, now you got me interested.
So well, like so well plotted that everyone would be well following for that. So
Okay.
this is also an arc. We'll be talking more upon its release. I definitely recommend. Dimitri and Annalise are the couple, and they have my heart. And I know that there will be more books, and we are down to it. We really want to
Okay,
be
so we're
considered by
signing up. That's what you mean. It's like DM Ran. Like, okay, okay.
yes,
You DM me.
JDLA. We are like, yeah, we are fans. So yeah. And again, and I will definitely read the first one, and I will be commenting on it as well. Um, and then I I read the Lou Langley book. It's not an arc. It's a release. Go and buy, and
Yes.
I'll say
Go
no
meet the
more.
shark and the bunny.
Yes, and you will
Yeah.
thank us. God.
Mhm.
And and then, it was a novella from Lou. It's a novella, so it's a short story. And I started yesterday. Their Tangled Fates,
Whoa.
by Briella Brezzo. It's a romantasy, my thing. Although, like, I also like the previous one. It was not is dark romance, and I really enjoy it. But this one is romantasy. I am in the beginning, and I know already that I will love it. Um, just a sneak peek. It is wars between fays and humans, but the humans are
Mm.
not normal humans, and yeah,
Okay.
very
Okay. I
excited.
might want to dive into that. Okay. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, I have also a couple of arcs that I'm starting. I'm starting Faithless Heir by Mia Thorne. I'm curious. I'm very curious, to be honest. Let's see. Let's see. And I have one by Z Maria, which we had read the first book, and she reached out with the second one that's coming out. It's again Masks of Las Vegas, but it's Masks of Las Vegas unmasked.
Mm, okay.
I'm super curious because the first one ended on a cliffhanger. When you thought you knew everything and everything is hunky dory, no, no, ma'am, no,
Yeah.
ma'am, no. So glad you thought so. No, she totally takes the carpet from under us. So I'm like, okay, okay. So I'm really eager to dive into this. But Betty, someone's birthday was on Saturday.
Yes.
Tasneem, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Tasneem.
We hope you had a wonderful time, that you had a lot of fun. Something also happened in our page on the 13th. I don't know. Some video came out. Very weird. We might
Very
be on.
weird. Yeah. A secret one.
We were on a mission. Let's
What?
see who will be the, you know, who will actually complete it. We can't wait to hear.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Yeah. So curious to see. All right. Now, a couple of books also came out last week. We mentioned Lose, In Between the Hate and Hunt. That came out. Moniker by Irina King also came out. Remember the voice actor? That one. That one. Blood and Conquest by Taloria Price also came out. Congratulations to Loria. We hope it was good. And we're here for book 3, just saying. And
Kelly. Aren't you forgetting something on the birthdays? It
come
was
on.
your birthday!
13.
Yeah,
It
my
was
other
Friday the
half's
13th, which
birthday.
makes perfect sense. Right there. But yes, it was my birthday. I do share a month with a lot of
Oh
fantastic.
yeah, like it's a very busy month.
It is a busy month, right? I mean, but
Yeah.
I'm very proud to share the month with them. So yeah, it was my birthday.
Yeah, and I'm sorry to interrupt, but I really wanted to be recorded that my other half, my book bestie and my bestie in general, uh, was like he's now 25 years old,
Exactly.
and yeah,
And
and
that's where we'll leave it, right? 25.
yes, no, yeah, like we shall not have any comments on this. And happy birthday, and yeah, and to I hope this year is your year, and all the ones that are all the future is yours. So, and I hope I'm with you.
The future is ours.
Yes.
We will be together.
So
Have
happy
a
birthday also to my bestie.
all right. All right.
Now please resume.
I shall resume. I only have one more actually that came out by Sophia Lopresti, which was "Don't Take Me." I don't know if you remember, Betty, the dystopian, the beauty that took on a dystopian.
Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah. So that one also came out. Sophia, congratulations. Speaking of books that we want to read on, book two, lady. I mean, they had to leave Atlanta. Now I'm curious. All right. Now, this was a couple of the books we read. You guys know that we'll keep on posting about them, but we always have to kind of make these little shout outs, right? Especially for books that we loved. And again, hi, Lou. We'll be talking.
Yes.
Just saying, we need to talk. Such a short book, so many fifis and lady paddles. Just saying. Just saying.
Just saying, yeah.
But yeah. It was a very good week. I'm very happy and thankful that I got so many Rockstar books. I mean, I know it's kind of a niche thing, but I love them. And I
I know.
love, as you were saying, the humanity behind the myth, the
Yeah.
icon, right?
Yeah.
So that for me is always like, oh, tell me more. So I'm super happy and thankful that I got to read the arcs. And oddly enough, I want more people. It's like, I
Who
love
had
fantasy. I love dark romance, but Rockstars has a thing for me. So I've been very, very happy that I've had has been a good time up till now. Because I had Taming Lion,
Yeah, that
the
was
two by
also
Stephanie, so Bleeding Denial and Bleeding Ghosts.
yeah.
Now I had The Riven Altar by DM Randall, and we know more is coming. So I'm like, oh my God. And if I missed any book, I'm very sorry, but it's like I love that sub little genre, and I can't wait to read more because it just I just put my headsets on, I listen to a little bit of maybe Slip Token,
Maybe.
just maybe, and I do. Yeah, I have a couple of albums that aren't on repeat. And there I go, just dreaming a little bit. It's good. I do love it. But yeah, I'm still curious on a couple of those fantasy books that are also coming out. And by the way, Betty,
Mm.
there there is a collection that you didn't read. I will still kind of push you to go to it when you have a little bit of time one day. One day. One day. But I'm getting the third book for Burr Boleyn this week.
Okay.
Remember the one about dragons, dark academia, and that she was Fae, but there was no Fae in that world? Do you kind of
Mhm.
have
Mhm.
Mm,
Mhm.
the
Mhm.
third book
Ring a
is
bell. Yep.
in my hands this week. We
Oh.
pre-ordered it last year, babe. It's my first one coming in this year. And she already announced the fourth one. So I'm like,
Mm.
because we have an MMC,
Okay.
but there's also this potential ally slash antagonist, not yet sure how that's going to play out,
Mm.
that I loved. Because he's a wolf, the other one's a dragon. I don't know. There's so much there. Yeah, that's the point. There is a lot there.
I
At the
can
time, you weren't
see.
very into vampires. And this starts off as a
No.
vampire thing because it's a vampire led world where the vampires have like hierarchy
Mhm.
against non vampires, right? But apparently there was more to it. And we discover that the MMC is actually has a dragon within him, in the sense that he will shift,
Okay.
and one of
Oh
the
my
anti shifts into a wolf. But it's not something that is known, right? It's like hidden powers kind of thing within the dark academia. And your FMC is a fae that kind of fell through from another world. There's a whole other collection about that world. And she's thrown into this and she's like, I know nothing, people. I don't, what are you? What are you doing? So she has to, I mean, she can't go home. She's stuck in this world. She has to kind of get up to speed on how to deal. And of course, she falls for the badass, right? I mean, who wouldn't? Just saying. Blake, who wouldn't? So I'm like super curious to dive back into that. So yeah, I'm going to be holding to that. Like, I need to go into. There's a couple of them that I have on my list,
God.
like Ashes, Ashes by Arya Devereaux. It's there. It's looking at me, and I'm like, how
Oh,
can
let's
I
not talk
can
about it. Like, I will, again, I know, broken record, we love our arcs,
we
but
do
our published books list is getting, TBR is getting
Dude,
bigger and
it's
bigger.
totally out of control
Yeah,
between physical books and the TBR, the Kindle
yeah,
TBR. But I want to start off with like, okay, I need to go to this one by Briar Boleyn because I've been waiting it for years, for a year. I can't even say this out loud, but I haven't yet read Cain's Prey by Jolie Vines. It's there sitting. I will
yes.
get to it. There is no other option, but it's like
I don't, yeah,
it's
I
there.
understand. I only read 5 books of Jolie Vine. Like, I should be ashamed of that.
You
Yeah,
should. You should. But I understand. Oh, and I got credits in Audible, so of course I bought books on Audible just to make my life a bit harder.
yeah,
So, I have a lot to go through, but still, that's what I kind of call like the happy pain because it's all good, right?
yeah, sure.
Um, I'm super happy that we get to have these books and to read them. And I just wanted to show one thing. Stephanie, I was not kidding. He is
There
here.
it is.
JD and Cassie are here. Now I need to get Connor as soon as he's out. So I can kind of keep my little book trophies because,
Yes,
you know, mm, sometimes a
you
girl
love
can
that.
dream about rock bands. But yes, and Betty, I never got to show you, but I finally have the full collection. Do you
Off.
remember this book?
Oh, yes, I do. Yeah.
How about this one?
Yes.
This one I remember it came in and I read this shit in a day.
Yeah.
In a
And
day.
you are fast, but even for you, that's a great
That was it.
accomplishment. Yeah.
And I finally got this third in paper. I have the
But you
full
already read it, those as
I
the
I
third
read the
one
arc,
as
yes.
well. Yeah.
I was because
I
we cried so
remember.
much that I think Melody kind of wanted to get rid of me. So I got on the arc for that one. And they're finally all here. So I'm so happy. I have Sin and Viv the whole way through. And she's gonna be doing some more interesting books. So but yeah, I mean wouldn't it be nice if I could just talk to her about the books?
Yeah, you should definitely try to ask her directly.
How about we just jump into a call with her now? She joins us. What do you think?
I think it's a very good idea. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go.
Well,
All right. So, Melody, thank you very much for coming into our humble podcast. It is a pleasure to meet you. Um, you've been accosted, I know we've annoyed you for sure with all the messages and videos asking for books because you killed me. I read the first and the second one like straight. I
yeah.
remember getting the second one at home. I pinged Betty and said, I'm out. I'm not, no, I'm out. I read it all in a day, the
Yeah,
second book.
true.
And then first I needed ice cream. I needed, I don't know, something because I was like, oh my God. The cliffhangers on both books kill us. And then, okay, then you give us the arc for the third. And I'm like, oh my God, We did it. I was like super happy. Betty always gets me going like, "Oh my god, we tried and we got it." So yeah. Um, and I DM'd you because I was crying, like ugly crying with that book. But I loved it. I loved it so much. So just to say this, it's not one, two, and three. So they're all here and they're not leaving. They're my babies, my book trophies. But I have a lot of questions. Just saying, like a lot of questions.
I might have some answers.
Ooh.
Mm.
And I'm pretty sure you have something other to tell us that I might not stick to three, right?
Oh, no. Yeah. It's,
Okay.
Race for impact.
Exactly. It's like, so what are we getting? Okay, no. But you just released the third one. It was not that long ago, right? Where
Mhm.
you closed the trilogy. So thinking about that one book, because it was the close of a trilogy, which I'm sure was kind of bittersweet, putting it out there, right?
Yeah.
What was the scene that was the hardest for you to write emotionally?
Okay, so since we're talking about the third book, there's some slight spoilers, so apologize
Okay.
ahead of time. Definitely for the third book, I really struggled. There's a lot of scenes where our FMC is nearly assaulted and she's trying to get out of those situations, and those were really, really hard to write. I wanted to be real with them. I wanted to show the true emotion. I did not want to glorify anything. And then
Mm,
finding a way to balance that so that the book didn't become too dark. It took me a
mm,
really long time to write the last book, mostly because I ended up rewriting the first 300 pages. Because the first draft was just, it was too dark. I couldn't stomach it and I couldn't put that out in the world. So yeah, it was tricky to get the right balance and find a way to make it, more about growth and how, our FMC gets through these situations.
And may I
Yeah.
just congratulate first of all, I love that all the books have those rules. They're like you start reading it, you just laugh. I mean, we know we're going to deep dive into certain things that are, as you were saying, right? They're not exactly nice things that are happening to her, but at the same time, the sarcasm, the humor you are still able to put in there. I loved it because I was like, no way. Just those little lines, right? I was like, oh my God, this is so good. I totally loved it. But I get that this book, none of all of them have points where the FMC Viv goes through a lot in each book. Although you do give her a very she's very different from the first book to the third book, despite everything she goes through. But I can only imagine it was not easy. It was not easy. Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was visiting some really raw emotions throughout the entire series. Anytime things got emotional, yeah, it was. I had to take a lot of breaks and center myself, and then meet it again. It was,
We
yeah.
can
I
all be
think
grateful for
the
that.
humor is how I cope in life, so I
Well,
I think it's wonderful. I love working with it, and I was so happy. I think I cheered. I still do. Anytime someone resonates with it, I'm like, yes.
love it, love it. It gives it that little I mean, yes, you're sad for it, but that's at the same time, you're like, "This is too good." It's like it's just amazing. I loved it, and I've actually already a friend of ours was like, "So what are you reading?" Right? I was like, "You might wanna check out the just this part. Start here, and then you'll see the rest." So, yeah, loved it. Okay, okay. Now, if you think about now more on the whole story, right? The 3 books. Was there any character that totally surprised you? I mean, when you start writing them, you had one idea for it, and then, you know, things happen and goes completely differently?
Absolutely. So this series is about 20 years in the making.
Whoa.
I started writing it when I was like 14, 15 years old. It was just about a girl who could see ghosts, and I kind of kept coming back to it over the years. Sprinkle in a lot of relationships in there and a lot of personal growth.
Mhm.
not so much good relationships a lot of the time. And I think the FMC, she changed so much over the years because I was changing. This was never a series, I was never a book I was going to put out into the world. It was just something I was doing for me. And so she certainly changed a lot over the years. And then just, the amount of time it took me 3 years of really solid writing to get the entire trilogy out once I started writing more frequently. And I mean, I changed a lot in 3 years. So she kind of grew with me, I think.
Okay,
That's
makes
amazing.
sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I was going to ask you about the transformation, but yeah, it makes sense. If it was growing with you, it was transforming with you, right? Um, but was there like a moment in the story where you thought, oh my God, people will going to hate me for this? Was there any point you thought of it?
Some endings come to mind for the first two books.
Apart
Yes.
from that,
Yes. Like,
I still get very much warranted messages on my social media anytime somebody finishes, the first book and doesn't have the second right away or the third. And I accept. I deserve it. It was they are
that's
brutal
why.
Cliffies.
Yeah, that's why people, when I'm enjoying a book, I order the second one if available, like as soon as I can. Like no waiting.
yeah,
I do the same thing.
I had to wait for yours since August. That's when I read the second, and then I was like, the third is not out. Like, oh my
Yeah.
God. But to be honest, I think from the first to the second, the cliffhanger, as you don't really know what the story is kind of going. Well, but both of them, yeah, for sure. Yeah, no. The second
Yeah.
one's also bad. Never mind. You deserve the messages. Yeah. Damn, I was like,
Kelly, did you send any of those messages?
I might have. I don't know. I know I pinged Melody a couple of times. Maybe.
I love it.
Oh
Between
my
that
God.
and having videos literally begging for the arc of the third book, 'cause I was like, please, I want this book. But it worked. We're all here, and I have the book with me, and I'm a happy camper.
Your babies.
Although, again, as mentioned, I did cry a lot in the third book. There were some chapters, Melody, that I was like, what is happening?
Yeah.
But we made it. We made it through, people. We made it through.
Yes.
And there are certain characters you introduced in the third book that I'm very curious about. So just, we're not going to give too many spoilers, people. You want to know, buy the books, read the books. They're all available. But interesting characters. Interesting. Yeah.
About the
Mm.
characters.
Since we're talking about interesting
Let's
characters.
talk about characters. Melody, if one of those characters could confront you, like about like anything that you put them through, who would be the angriest?
So I think that the FMC Vivian would absolutely forgive me after a while. I don't think Sin would ever forgive me. I think that he would definitely confront me, not for what I did to him, but what I did to his person. Yes, I feel like I'd have it coming from him.
And maybe Leon, just saying.
Yeah, but I don't care what he thinks.
I know, but he was he is a bit of an asshole, so I'm fairly certain he would come at you in a non-constructive way, put it that way,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, he would. He really would. But well, agreed, we don't really, although in the first book you are mean because we think, oh, who's this? And then,
Oh, this is the MMC. Oh, this is the no.
and then all of those moments of, oh no, he's not.
There was a method to my madness. So again, I wrote a lot of this, throughout my growth, my early 20s, some relationships. And by the time I started writing this seriously, I finally kind of got my head wrapped around what love bombing was and,
Mhm.
what a narcissist was and what gaslighting was. And so I really wanted to portray that in a fantasy realm setting. And I wanted it to feel real. I want people to read this story and, just get those red flags, like kind of piling up slowly, and then they get faster and faster and faster, and by the time you realize that you're not okay, um or at least the FMC's not okay, she's in a situation where she feels like she's stuck and she can't go
Mhm.
anywhere. She's not done fighting, but she's not in a good place, and a lot of that reflects, either experiences that I've had or friends have had over the years. And I wanted to bring that to life in my stories.
And you did, because you really, I was like, it's like, what? You're nearly at the end of book 1 when you're like, "This really, what is
Yeah.
happening here? What?" And, although in the beginning you think, "Oh my god, he is so," no.
Yeah.
And then you give us something very, very good called Sin, which is, he will always live in my heart and in my dreams.
Mine
As
too.
that the glow stick will always be with us. Um, just love the fact that he would be red and good. Yes, yes. Okay. Okay. Um, again, and just for anyone watching, yes, we're laughing. Yes, it's fun. There's also a lot of dark themes here. So trigger warnings, people read them. It's a good read, but read the trigger warnings. And picking up on that, I mean, you were saying it's also related to, you know, you come up with all of this from your own life and from friends. So how did you thought of bringing that and in the way you did, right? Viv is an FMC that starts out already in a complicated situation. It's not like we meet her and she's the life of the party. No, she's very much like introverted because of, let's say, her past. Again, people read her past. So how do you bring all of that forward, right? In the way that you did, which is amazing, by the way. Just saying.
Thank you. So this is, um, I mean, Creation's Captive. I wrote it when my therapist broke up with me. That's when I started writing full time. My therapist just said I had to worry less. And so I had a lot of unprocessed trauma throughout my life, and I used writing as a safe place to kind of process it, and I wanted to bring that to life with Viv. I mean, she's me. I am her. And I've had a lot of readers who have said the same thing, which is incredible. But yeah, a lot of the stuff she goes through, and looking at it from a character's point of view, it becomes easier to see that maybe, when you've already have an issue with how you feel about yourself and your ability to trust others, and maybe never feeling secure, it's easier to fall into, a relationship that might not be healthy because you don't necessarily know your value and you don't know how you deserve to be treated. And so I think, yeah, it's authentic, if that makes sense. I put a lot of personal touch in there.
It is authentic and you can feel it, right? Because again, it's easy to fall into the trappings of a cliche of, oh, the FMC. Oh, I mean, there's plenty of them, right? But Viv has a strength to her despite everything. She finds herself, right? Even if at first it's a bit of an introverted version of hers. And then she has those friends with whom she starts feeling a bit more, at ease. And then of course Leon comes along and, well, details, but there you go. I mean, it is the kind, you actually bring something to it that is not just the usual cliche of the victim FMC. So on that, yes, you did it. I can
Thank
safely
you.
say you did it, and we appreciate it.
Yeah.
All
Thank you.
right. All right. Betty?
Well, mm, I'm curious, like, were there any scenes you had to rewrite multiple times before they
Besides the
felt
300 pages.
before they I know that you already said that you had you had to rewrite some, so but any scene that was just stuck?
Um, a lot of those more difficult scenes in the third book, they took a few tries. Even after the second rewrite, I just kept going back to them and tried to make them still real, but slightly more palatable. And I mean, anywhere in the third book, that first half, I was in and out of it repeatedly. I really struggled to, put my character through that again and
Yeah.
to make it so that she still managed to be okay and grow. It was hard.
And there were they any scenes that you cut that you now wanted to be on the book that you regret cutting from the book, from that
So,
one? Let's just say that, yeah.
Does it have spam?
hmm?
Does it have spam, that scene? Just out of curiosity.
No, so for the third book, I didn't cut out any major chapters. It's more so the pages upon pages upon pages of stuff going on in the background that I have on hand. And that's just because there's a lot of stuff going on with other characters that you kind of see, like in the peripheral, it's mentioned.
Mhm.
Um, because there's at least 4.5 other series in this universe in the workings. And so, yeah, I didn't include as much as I would have liked about those because, first of all, the book was getting really long. And then, yeah, so it's not so much that I cut them, it's just that they're going somewhere else.
Okay.
Do they
Okay.
include a shadow
Okay.
mommy? I mean, no spoilers, but is there books about a certain shadow mommy?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. I'll be pinging you, right? I'll be DMing. Oh, about
Please
an
do.
art team. Like, is there a place I can put anything that will get me into permanent art team? I'm down whenever you want to read anything. I'm down. Just saying.
Thank you.
Just I totally loved your books. But yeah. Okay. Just out of curiosity, because I know again, you've already mentioned you got a lot of DMs, right? But is there any particular scene besides the cliffhangers, which again deserved, but is there any other scene that people ping you about and like DMing you like, oh my god? Is there any other particular one? Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, there's one. Let's say we're going to go with the third book and not give the biggest spoilers. I maybe killed someone,
You maybe did.
maybe killed someone more than once. and and maybe people aren't happy the first or the
I
second.
wonder why.
Um,
Again, that whole fight scene, I love you, but I hated you. I was crying at the same time. So it was like,
I
where's
was
this
too.
going? This scene is fucking epic. And at the same time, you are dying inside because it's like, no, no, and no, please, no. So yes. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to start whenever I read one of your books, I'm literally gonna ping you like, should I bring Kleenex and or ice cream? That's gonna be my first question. Just in case. So at least I got stuff at hand. I'm not like, well, yeah. But it's fair that people ping you for that one as well. I'm sorry. It is.
Yeah, yeah.
It's beautifully written, but goddamn,
Thank
why?
you.
Like, why? But yes, okay. But it does reveal other things that scene. It does bring some people out of, let's call it hiding. Will those people be in the next books?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, they are.
Betty, start noting this down because this is everything I need to remember to literally be DMing Melody. Like, when is it
Recorded.
coming out?
It's
October.
recorded, Melody. I'm sorry, but
Wait,
yeah.
wait. She already said October. So when are the arcs coming out?
Arcs, hopefully, usually I try to go a month before release, so I would say like September 22nd, probably ish.
Okay, so I might be very busy during that time, Betty. I will be pinging. If I don't get it, I'm going to be billing Melody. Where's that book? All right, good to know. Good to know. Yes,
So it's safe to say that we will be hearing from the
more
characters.
characters.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be fun. Okay.
Yeah.
So for people who have not read yet your books, tell me which chapters do you think people would be blushing the most?
Sorry. So depending on the book,
Mhm.
there's a classroom scene in the first one that readers might be blushing. Fun fact, I wrote that in a classroom.
Oh,
Um,
you did? Well played.
I was still in grad school at the time, and I used to get to class early, just an hour ahead of
Mhm.
time, right, brighter and early to do some writing, and
Mm,
the
Oh,
ambience was set.
but
exactly. It was if
okay,
it's
but not
given.
during classes. You
No,
were
no.
already okay, because I was thinking, like, I wonder if her teacher is listening to this, and they're, oh,
Oh,
that
that
is
explains. Like, oh, that explains why she was so
now I
flustered.
know. That would be hilarious.
Oh, no, there would be the occasional other student who would walk in and like come sit nearby me, or the teacher would arrive and I'd be closing up and they'd be like, "Oh, what are you working on?" I'm like,
Like
and we're
like nothing.
Mm,
my soul leaves my
recipe, a cake recipe.
Exactly.
Nothing to see. What? Nothing to see here.
it's my thesis. It's science. It's fine. We're fine.
Exactly. Go away. Fair. Book one, yes, I fully agree with the sentiment on that one. Book two also has some interesting ones. There was there was a fair amount of blushing in book two between
Oh,
some fight sequences, some drinking nights.
I feel like for book two, we are just so happy by the time we get to those spicier scenes. Like we're just like kicking. At least personally, like I'm just kicking my feet at that point, going, yes. Um,
Yep.
and then when you get to book three, you get like really, really spicy again when you finally get to the spice. It's yeah, I did some blushing for book three, absolutely.
Yes. Let's call it happy reunions.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Happy reunions. Okay. Fair. All right. Now if you think about, and now focusing on the last book because again recently came out, what would be the soundtrack, the one song for that book?
Um, so I listen to a lot of two-way when I write or when I'm coming up with storylines. So I really like the song Pandora for book three.
Okay.
Uh, Either that one or they also have another one called Burn. And I'd probably use Burn for the entire trilogy as well. Cause
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
it's
Hmm.
a recurring one on my playlist.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. Um, so I mean, is there any other characters that are there, right? But whose stories, and now I know a couple of them, but just as non-spoilers, but giving ideas of other characters you'll be exploring their stories that you would like to tell us.
Um, we're gonna see pretty much every character again. Maybe not in the only
Hmm.
series, like in the next book, but you will come across them. And if you don't see them in the next series, they'll be in one of the ones afterwards.
Okay.
The next series is a certain Shadow Mommy. She is
Mm-hmm.
the central character to that.
Okay.
And so you're going to see her, and anybody that she interacted with is absolutely going to be in the story.
And now, I'm sorry, people. Spoilers, go away. Will Connor be there?
Of course, Connor's going to be there.
I'm like, I love that he's always looking at her like, yes, Shadow Mommy, and I'm like, he's got the hots for her. He's gonna die trying. Let's say. I mean,
Anytime I write a Connor chapter, I'm just kicking my feet, giggling and a little cackling. Like my husband knows if I'm writing a Connor chapter, if he's in the chapter, because I'm laughing like a crazy person in front of my laptop.
yeah, it's Connor. Makes sense.
Right?
And he's like, but he's nice. I mean, yes, he's a bit of a doofus sometimes, but he's nice. I mean, he's good natured. Let's put it that way. But that mouth just runs amok. And well, depends on who's around, right?
Yep. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's so much fun.
I did enjoy him, yes. But that means then the rest of the humans will be present moving forward.
Yes, in some capacity or other. You will see them either in passing or they will be, a big part of the story. And if you've gotten through the trilogy, any character you saw in book 3, you'll probably see again. Like they are all like I felt
Oh,
like a mad scientist putting this together because I had like threads and webs of like, okay, so this is happening here and here and here at the same time as this, which was actually linked to this that
oh,
happened 2000 years ago. And
I
yeah.
you're gonna
So
keep me busy,
should we
aren't you?
be emotionally prepared for what is coming?
I'm thinking, yes, we're gonna
Like,
need
okay, okay.
Some
I'm so down. I'm so down. Again, just need ice cream and Kleenex and I'll be fine. It's okay. And then I'll DM Melody. That's fine. All
It's
right, baby.
fine. It's fine. It's just
Yeah,
everything is fine.
exactly. Just bring that cat of yours that says everything's fine, like everything's
Everything's
burning and you're fine.
fine. Okay. We
All
have a
right.
couple of months to prepare.
Mm. Now, I mean, I know we've been talking about these characters, but is there any one of them that so far has appeared harmless, but could be, different in the future?
Would it be fair for me to ask if there's anybody that you think might not be as harmless as they appear? Can I ask you first?
You can, and I would say it will be her BFF Rose.
Hmm.
Rose, she's been very good so far, but now she's taken on a different role. And I think that with that responsibility, she's going to, whether she likes to or not, she might change. So, top of mind, that would be it for me. One that so far has been, lovey dovey, harmless, but you did stick her with a lot of responsibility in that book. So, yeah.
Um, so I actually have Rosie as one of my notable characters to look out
Okay.
for. Not necessarily that I have anything sinister planned. I just think that, like you said, like she's got a lot on her plate all of a sudden, and I think that there are not many lengths she wouldn't go to for her mate. And after everything that's happened, get somebody who's all smiles and push them hard enough, and they might start to do things that maybe are in their usual nature.
Correct.
Um, in
She'll
terms
show
of characters that I do absolutely think that people should keep an eye on, I would say, what is Ragna doing throughout the third book?
Taking
fair.
notes.
Yeah. Fair. Okay. Okay. All
Keeping an
right.
eye. Okay.
Hmm.
Seems a little suspicious, just she's really good and all her intentions are perfectly fine, but
No, they're
she's
not. Like that is one of no, they're not. Mm. Okay. Okay. All right. So Ragna, someone to. All right.
just it maybe not in this next series that you'll see, but at some point in a few of the others there might be some involvement or mention.
Mm. Okay. Okay. I so want to read that. Okay. All right. Now, from an emotional standpoint, what do we need to prepare ourselves in terms of what's coming next? Shadow Mommy is coming. How much do we need to prepare? Are we going to die like in these 3 books?
I'm going to die.
Yeah, because I did between each one of them. I was just lucky that the second one was already out, so I was able to order it and be like, it's like 2 days still.
I think we're going to see a similar thing with in terms of emotional growth through her series. It's going to be dark, of course, because if you've read The Broken Souls, you know that she goes through something deeply traumatic and prolonged, and so there's definitely going to be some emotional turmoil happening there, and some
Mhm.
fun plot twists I have planned,
Mm.
um, which I will already say sorry. Um,
So sorry in advance. That's how good it's gonna be. Like,
Um,
Told you.
but also she's a little bit less insecure compared to Vivian in terms of like how she interacts with people. She is much more
Precisely.
outspoken and unhinged, and I
Yeah.
think she's going to be a lot of fun. So far she has been,
Mhm.
as I've been writing her story, and so I think it's going to be very dark. You're going to have some really gut wrenching moments, but
Okay.
she's absolutely unhinged and hilarious. So it's kind of fun as you go.
Okay. Will we still have chapters with the starts of chapters with the rules? Or are we coming up with new fun?
I might change it to advice from her therapist. I have been kind of playing around with that idea because
Okay.
yes, so that's maybe a spoiler. I don't think it is. She does see a therapist, a very notable therapist
Mhm.
that has
The
started to work.
I love how
Um
he just stayed. He's like, "I'm staying. I'm doing this." Like, okay.
Midlife crisis, let's go. Um
To another realm and be a psychiatrist. Why not?
Why
yeah,
not?
it's fine.
Yeah.
He read a
And
couple
he did
textbooks,
handle
it's
it very
fine.
well. He did handle it very well with Leon, though. That shit was hilarious. How to corner Leon. That was great.
Oh man. Yeah, I have so much fun writing his chapters. My husband and I, when we read, because I read out loud to him, like we were crying laughing. I actually had to tone him down a little bit. He was his therapeutic homework was even more unhinged first time around. And I was like, this is actually getting to the point where it's not quite believable. So we're gonna just dial it back just a smidge.
But it was fun. It was fun as hell. I loved it because I could only imagine Leon going like, "What? What? What now? What? Why? Why? Why?" Too good. I loved it. Okay, so now he's giving advice to our shadow mommy. Fair enough. Which
Yeah.
means they're going to be as unhinged as the rules.
I if it helps, one of the first things he's taught our shadow mommy is that when she's feeling, overwhelmed and having a panic attack and having violent tendencies, she has to sing the 1, 2, 3 disembowelment is not for me song.
Oh my god. Okay, so if that's how it starts, again, I'm in. I'm just jumping in. It's like, yes, bandwagon, I'm in. Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, disembowel is for me. So cute. It's like, I can imagine that like with a sing-song voice, like kids. Oh
Yeah.
my, too good. Mm, yes. Yes, please, and more. As usual, with you is yes, please, and more. And I'm gonna be singing that. Oddly enough.
It will stick in your mind, right? The
Completely,
music.
and I think it's a good one. I mean, it is
It
still
is.
educational, right?
Yeah, it is.
Fine. Just, it's just a question of scenery on how you put it out there, right? Around people must be fun. Imagine the amount of side eye.
Oh yeah. So
Useful. That's useful. I like that. Okay.
And people leaving you alone.
Can you imagine being like in public transportation singing that? Like
Yeah.
whisper yelling that. 1, 2, 3. Simple.
Oh, that will be creepy. Come on.
Uh-huh. Exactly.
But
All
it
of a
will
sudden,
work.
so much
Definitely.
space. So much
Yeah.
space all of a sudden. It's amazing. We're stealing that. Just saying. Well, we're not.
please
But we
do. You know, anything to ground ourselves.
agreed. Agreed. And by the way, um, those nice dedications that you put in? The
Mhm.
second book, you have me gasping and laughing out loud. Like I was next to my husband and I was like, and he was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, yes.
Oh,
That was so good. But yes, just yeah. Okay. Okay. All right, Betty, are we down for a little bit of rapid fire?
Yes,
Hmm.
please. Yes. Go, go, go,
Okay.
go.
All right. So we kind of know this, but who falls first in this trilogy and who falls harder?
that would be sin on both accounts.
And that's why we love our glow stick. He's just too good. Another thing that killed me. in book 3. Uh-huh. Mm. And here, and now I start making those nice faces like, I can.
Go read.
Once we turn off the record button, yes. Favorite character you wrote so far?
It's a toss-up between Connor and Namara.
Ooh, fair. Okay. Okay. Character most likely to cause absolute chaos.
Ariana, our shadow mommy. She's
I wonder why. Like, disembowelment is not for me. There you go. One that you trust your life with.
definitely Damien.
Okay.
He's a
Okay.
sweetheart.
Hmm. One that you'd not trust with your drink.
Rosie, 100% Rosie.
Mm,
She loves to get everybody drunk.
yeah. And that ensues going then into places you shouldn't while drunk. Yes. Or you should.
I mean, I would say absolutely should.
Just go. Spice level of the trilogy, like from 1 to 10, how would you rate it?
I'd put it at a 7. I think that there's a fair amount of spice, but I put a lot of plot in it as well, and there's some slow burns, so it balances out a bit.
Hmm. Okay. One word for the final act.
Healing.
Besides me. Healing.
Oh.
I thought it was killing me. That was the one. Killing me. Okay, heal. But yes, makes sense. Scene you secretly love to write the most.
Oh. When I get any of the characters, like all the friends together, that's my guilty pleasure is writing their interactions, their joking around. Gives me all the warm and fuzzies.
Makes sense. So Sunday dinners then.
Yes. But
Mhm.
also feminine rage. It's a toss up, actually. Yeah. Any feminine rage scenes are just so much fun.
They're good. And yes, especially when combined with that those little bits of sarcasm. Tiny bit. So good. Okay, we've already discussed this, but just one that emotionally destroyed you. It can be from any of the 3 books.
In book 2, the contemplated suicide scene
Fair,
wrecked me.
fair, fair. Again, I didn't remember, but I probably also required Kleenexes by then. It was August. I might have purposely forgotten that I needed Kleenexes. Coffee or tea while writing?
Coffee, 100%.
Night writer or morning writer?
If I get the chance, absolutely mornings. But with 3 little kids around, I tend to go more during the school hours now.
Fair. Plotter or chaos gremlin?
Both. I write these massive outlines. They're like 50 pages. And then I get about 30% of the way through the book, and the characters come up with minds of their own, and they decide which direction to go.
Fair enough. Okay. Out of the characters, who is the biggest flirt? And why are you now thinking of Connor?
It's absolutely Connor. He's gonna take it to a whole new level in my next series. It's gonna be
Even more? Oh, I can't wait for that. Okay, okay. Who is secretly soft? Secretly.
I think we kind of figure it out in the trilogy. Sin is an absolute cinnamon roll. Once you actually look a little deeper past what he shows the world, he's
Would you say that Morgana also has a soft center?
Morgana.
Mm,
She's complicated. She does a lot of really kind things, and
hmm
I am on the fence about whether or not she has a soft interior or not. She's going to develop more, I think, across the series. There's a lot more I want to do with her.
Oh, please make her an Uber villain. I'm gonna love that. Just saying. Okay. Because I mean, towards at least towards Sin, she is somewhat soft. And again, we're saying like inner softy, not necessarily
Yeah.
externally. No, externally she's like a wall.
Yeah.
Nothing. But I think for Sin, there is a certain, not say love, but she's
Yeah.
softer. Not for anyone else though, but for him.
Yeah. No, 100%.
You
She's
know, she's like, it's okay. It's fine. Go away. And I do like her for that though. Mm. Okay. Okay. Most dangerous charm.
um most dangerous charm? Oh, the
Mm-hmm.
charmer. Haha. Hades. 100% Hades.
Is he coming back for more?
He is. He is absolutely coming back. Yeah, he's
Mm.
got a lot of stuff to do. A lot of unfinished business.
Now that the man is out.
Yes. He's
Mhm.
yeah, I keep an eye on him. He's very polite, very suave, very charming.
He's hiding a lot.
Yeah, 100%.
Yes. Yes. Okay, okay. Character you almost killed. Almost.
So in the first draft of Freedom's Fury, I absolutely killed Morgana. Um, but
Really?
then I really thought about it. I'm like, I have more planned for her. I need she ties into something bigger, so I needed to keep her around.
There is a whole other plot that you only skim in book 3. Like if I think about gods, you just skim. But
There's
you have so much more to say about that, don't you?
there's like it's completely solidified like four more series that are
Mhm.
all fully Easter eggs throughout book 3 and part of book 2 for the first few. Sorry about that.
That's fine.
Um so yeah, it's there's a lot of
Mm,
loose threads, but that's they're all going to be continuously woven into the coming series. Goodness
okay.
gracious, sorry, I turned off my notifications. I don't know why it's doing that.
Don't worry.
But yeah, no, so they'll there's a method to the madness.
Because I was like, I love it when you do that. It's like just dropping these little hints, but then we don't go into it. It's just like little sprinkles. And I'm like, uh-huh. There's so much more here. I can't wait to deep dive into.
The
Okay.
the new thing I've got after book 3, which was it's a really long book, but everything means something in book 3. Even if you don't get the resolution of that particular thread in that book, I guarantee at some point you will. Because if I haven't already written it into one of the plots of the next 4 series, four and a
Mm.
half, I have it in a separate spreadsheet called Loose
Coming.
Threads that I have not assigned
Whoa.
yet, and I'm going to give it to somebody.
I am okay. Betty,
Mm-hmm.
I need time to
Yes.
reread this. Just
Yeah.
saying. Because, well, I'll read the whole series. Summer is coming. I'll reread the 3 of them. Now that I
Yeah.
can, all together at once.
No,
Okay.
you don't have to wait.
Exactly. That's gonna be the fun part. Okay, okay. Well, um, characters the readers will misjudge at first. Again, don't I know it, right?
Yeah, I think Leon will draw people in right from the start. You know, he's Mr. Perfect. He's Prince
No.
Charming at the
Yes,
start.
he is. Yes, he is. Scenes that the readers will scream about.
So what kind of screaming? Are we talking happy screaming or furious, I'm going to throw my Kindle screaming?
Both.
Oh.
Let's start with the happy screaming.
I think for happy screaming, it's anytime there's a training scene between Sin and Viv. Um, those
Agreed.
those are a lot of fun, and you just kind of scream at the chemistry and the building banter and tension. In terms of rage screaming, would be any time Leon opens his mouth in book 3.
Yes. From the first page.
It's- if it makes it worse or better, I'm not sure. 99% of what Leon says in book 3 is something that has either been said to me or has been said to a close friend of mine, like some variant of the phrase at some
Who do we
point.
need to kill? Just let me know because
It's I feel like it resonates harder because I use real like things that
Mhm.
people do hear from others sometimes daily basis.
I would kill people. Yeah,
I
see, that's why I resonate with that therapeutic advice.
1, 2, 3 disembowelment
Don't-
not for me.
I would. I was like, what the? That is, he's
Mhm.
spoilers. People go read. Lots of spoilers because I could spoil this, all of it. Um, but yes, I agree. 99% of what comes out, probably even the 1% where he's just breathing in general.
Yeah.
Mm.
So really
I love
unfortunate
when
that he was
she's
wasting
planning.
oxygen.
When
Sorry.
she's planning. When she's planning and she pretends like she's planning and there's spam involved and tentacles. And I'm like, tentacles kitten.
Wedding planning and yeah. Why not use some well-placed hallucinations?
Tentacles kitten. Yeah, yeah, I remember that one. Oh,
Probably one of my favorite lines from the trilogy.
it was so good. Mm. Okay, okay. Biggest emotional gut punch. Pick one. There's plenty.
In the series itself,
Let's go
I
for the
would
series. Like,
yeah, I think that probably the one that at least the one that made me sob consistently was when I unalived someone. Um, that was
mhm.
awful, and it's the character's reaction to it that just
Mm.
kinda stabbed me in the
Yeah,
gut and the
yeah,
chest every time. And I know what's gonna happen, and I'm still a wreck. Yeah.
yeah. Mm, mm, mm. Yes, yes. Agreed. Okay. Now, one word that a reader will be texting their BFF after they finish your book. And Betty can't speak because I've texted her 1,000 times. So she has plenty of options here. But what do you think people will,
S
what will be?
the the one I've heard the most is the all caps, "No!" Because they are not okay with it being over.
Yes.
Mm.
Agreed. Agreed. Agreed.
Just,
I
I don't
also got that message from her.
You got that. You got the ones where I'm like, I'm sobbing. But that I also made sure
Why?
it was like, I'm not just going to bother you. I'll also bother the author. And so I'm sobbing.
Yeah.
The wonders of technology. I can actually bother the author and tell them, I'm dying because of your book.
It's
Why?
never bothering me. I absolutely love it. Yeah, it's super motivating.
We'll keep it up, I promise. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Love
So
the fire questions. Loved it.
now we've been talking, and I know we've been hinting at the future. So you already mentioned October. Something's coming out. Just a
Mhm.
little for those who don't necessarily know. And again, if they don't know, that's their problem. Go read, buy the 3 books, get to know. But how would you tell people about what's coming up?
The next book that I have coming out comes out in October. It's called Cimarus. And it is the first book in a series called the Vicious Shadow series, and it's going to follow Ariana, the Shadow Mommy. But it isn't dependent on the Broken Souls. You don't need to read Broken Souls trilogy to understand the Vicious Shadows series. It is going to be independent, but you will have a lot of crossover. So if anybody has read the Broken Souls, you're going to see a lot of familiar characters. There's going to be one major difference, and that's this one is going to be Wide Shoes.
So now I know who she is. Okay.
Yeah, I was kind of going back and forth with that one, but I have so much planned. And yeah, I can't just settle with one.
I mean, why settle with one?
You know
Why?
what? It's
Why? I mean, I agree. I think
I read White Shoes all the time, so I really wanted to dip my toes, and do a bit of White Shoes writing. And
oh
so,
my
yeah, a few of the series that are upcoming are going to be White Shoes, but I also have at least one
Mm.
that isn't. So yeah,
Okay.
so
Oh, I'm so
Okay.
curious. Okay. Now, this is the part where I remind you again that you're being recorded and that I've asked to be on your ARC team plenty of times and that I will do it again. And, whatever you need me to grovel, I will. It's fine. It's fine. Just please let me be in your
Yeah,
ARC
it
team
will be a
because I love
pleasure.
support.
Yeah.
So, kind reminder. That's it.
for sure. I'm always happy to send out ARCs. I'm so thankful that you want to read it, and yeah, I'm 100%.
Well, you just gave me my birthday present, so I'm happy. All right. Okay, so Melody, thank you very much for joining us. It was great to meet you, to finally get to talk to you about your books. People, if you don't know which books they are, let me remind you. Creation's Captive, Destruction's Desire, and finally, Freedom's Fury. And I will put all of this pretty so people can read with Amazon links. Go buy it. Thank you very much
Yes.
for
Thank
talking to
you.
us about your books. It was a pleasure to meet you. And I do
Yes.
hope to see you back to talk about the next fun stuff you're bringing.
Thank you so much for having me. I am so grateful to be here, and thank you so much for reading my books. It really means the world to me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So I still can't believe we got to talk to Melody and I got to fan the girl the shit out of it because
You almost got all your spoilers. Like you almost got all your questions answered.
I know.
You are amazing.
I'm not amazing. I'm annoying. They both start with an A. They don't mean the same thing.
True.
But you know what? I fucking love meeting Melody.
Yes, yes. She's so she's so
She's
nice.
awesome. So nice, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And I can't believe she's coming out with new series because all of the stuff she dropped there was so many hints. And I was reading through her book. I was like, fuck, there has to be so much more. And I'm sure Vivian Sin will still have a role to play in the other series,
Yeah,
right?
definitely. Yeah, yeah,
So it's like,
definitely.
oh my God.
But now we will have to focus on the other ones. Yeah, it'll be great.
Yep. But you know what? Happy camper.
Yeah,
I'll go in.
true, true.
So this was fun today, Betty.
It was.
Just
Yes, sorry.
let's just get ready because we have still a couple of arcs to read, right? So I know we're working, as we mentioned before, on Briella, on Mia Thorne, but we'll be posting all of that. We'll also be asking for more arcs, people, because that's just what we do. And in the meantime, we're preparing for another visitor, aren't we?
Yes, we are. But if you want to know more, if you want to listen and get to know more authors and books, you know what to do. Like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you can get notification every time we release a video. We are also on Spotify, and show us some love on Instagram. Thank you.
Thank you.
See you.
Bye.